Yeah. I'm here to change the game up, I'm here to shuffle up the deck. You'll probably think I'm famous cause I got a blue check. I remember playing ball up in Montreal, Quebec. The richest people that I met, they said they really were from Czech. My sales pitch deadly, so you better consult. If I'm a rap, then I figure I would give it my all, cause I can rock a 16 better than Paul Gasol. I'm like a pager with the shot, with a basketball. I got more love for the game, like Sanaa Lathan. My flow is game changing, like an audible from Peyton Manning. Good luck to my haters, because success is taken. I got a nice career going, I got some nice money. If I don't follow my dreams, it will forever haunt me. My only option might be playing in another country. I started from a city where it's sunny, crummy. I started from the bottom, it was nothing.
Well, let me tell you why.
I don't need no type of recognition. If anything, I'll get suspended for the views that I'm spitting, because it causes friction. They'll probably say that I'm speaking in reprehension, like LeBron when he left Cleveland. I don't need any permission to express my feelings. I dreamed it, this is my premonition. They try to recondition Christians through these new inventions. The reinvention of religions through these television. Shit is different, I ain't with it cause the shit is wicked. I'ma weather the storm, I'll never surrender. Learn it from my ancestors that took the fall like September. My skin color getting judged like fat versus slender. If I was transgender, I'd get praised like Bruce Jenner. I'm not here to judge, cause in the end, we all sinners. At least in God's eyes, the only vision a real mirror. Take them blinders off and you'll see a lot clearer. It's not about yourself, you gotta see the bigger picture.
Well, let me tell you why.
Yeah. Hold up. If money is happiness, then why is it suicides? Are they stressing from bills? Or a loan that was subsidized? When I turn the news on, only bullshit gets publicized. Neglection of different wars, skin colors and genocides. Is it conspiracies or is it organized? Good people get crucified, the evil gets sanctified, glorified through the media and the clothing lines. Why when I ask these questions, people look so surprised? Gotta question everything like Joel Osteen's mansion. Some people wondering why people getting held for ransom. Endorsements of violence in every single rap anthem. That's the key to making your album go platinum. It's easy to make money, but it's harder not to spend it. We all guilty of it, it's a constant hypnotism. I guess it's safe to say that I'm the new renegade. I wanna dedicate my music to the people that always hate. On the track of ruler why only the strongest survive. Yeah. Jay Kirk, let's make it work.
Now that we're competing with those amateurs, we can't afford to invest in little extras like story, production value, feelings. New technology permits us to do very exciting things in interactive entertainment. Wave of the future, dude. 100% electronic. All I'm saying is, I want mine.
Hey, all right, that horse, go on, get on down there now, it's all right.
He's reported to have disappeared while traveling in Europe in June 1969.
Yeah, I do damage to a broad's head under Southern Killer Cali, SF, the car's bad. Rare breed, then I hit the Panama red. The lamb's red, can't stand y'all weed, so take it personal. Worst of all, it's not the purple, no. Or the power of the sour diesel, I prefer to smoke. Burn it slow, cause the joint's so oily. Can't ignore me or destroy me, it'll take 4 weeks just to get your feet hot stepping to a veteran who got weapons of thought. Not Thomas Jefferson or Edison, fuck the medicine box. I'll be the grand geometrician, see your position in feeble condition. Defeating his plots in your mind like a needle addiction. Read the inscription and key the ignition, we on a mission. All seeing eye, keep it web like a baby Christian. Pay attention, face 80 henchmen in a division. Hostile ground, but I ain't afraid to get hit up, get up, get up.
They take frequent trips to the moon. I notice none of you have been invited. How do you think you're going to exist?
What's that crystal thing in your hand?
Live from Oakland, California. From Oakland, California. As you are probably aware, several local mystics have predicted a landing from space this afternoon here at this spot opposite the Sector 5 government building in the person of a black musician and thinker named...
Come on, what is this? What about it? You think you're ready for me?
Are you ready to alter your destiny?
It ain't your sign, it's your mind. It ain't your sign, it's your mind.
The battle of wizards and warriors continues with iron swords. The evil wizard Malkill will take the shape of the earth, wind, water, and fire. Farewell! The fate of the world is in your hands!
Boom. Clickbait. Baby. Yeah, that works. I noticed that. Yeah, the I I don't think anyone could hear the over the music. Cat eyes.
All right. We're live. We're like live.
I tweeted it and it didn't pull in a thumbnail.
Really?
You know, like the little preview. That's
Yeah.
stupid. It makes no sense now.
No, it does it sometimes. It does it. Did you tweet it? Everyone's fave topic live. Oh, I love it.
Well,
What
because I
up?
thought it was going to say COVID in the title.
It does say COVID. Putting the UX back in COVID. Covaxid.
Yeah, we're
Covaxid.
you know.
What up? Hi.
Yeah, we
Welcome
gotta
to
put
Thursdays.
stuff in there that's popular, and so COVID is popular. Get it in the title.
Get in the title.
Say it a few times.
Okay, so for the purposes of this broadcast, I'm going to fade to black real quick, and then we're going to jump back in, and we'll try this one more time, okay? Just so I can trim it later and it looks nice. One sec. All right, we're here. We're back. Happy Thursday evening, Ian. It's Thursday, February 10th. The second most romantic Thursday of the year. Actually, I think it's on a Monday. What up? You're listening to the Hi There Show. I'm Nick. This is Ian. We're some design folk, and we're going to hang out and design live on stream. How you doing, Ian? How was your week?
I can't believe it's over already, to be honest. Thursday. Time just kind of... It's like the year's going to be over before we know it.
So wait, it's over? Like, is that an admission that you're just straight up checking out tomorrow, or what?
No, I can't.
No, me neither.
Time just goes by too fast now.
Time goes by too fast. Things are too busy. I can't check out. I more like find 5 or 10 minutes to just stare, you know, into oblivion. And then you get right back into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. We're hanging out. For a change of pace, I'm hanging out in Illustrator here this evening. Ian's over in Figma. I don't know what we're doing. We're just kind of hanging out, doing the things that we do for fun, I guess.
Yeah. I'm kind of sick of designing.
I'm so sick of designing, dude. It was like, I guess our mics weren't hot, but right before the show, we're like, I don't know. Like, I don't have any ideas. I gave all my ideas away for money this week.
I was actually laughing because I used the trick I learned last time to make my cat's eyes big, and to cut them out and make them big, and it made me laugh. So I'm gonna do it again on another picture of my cat. and sort of kind of learn Figma that way, I guess, because I don't want to look at form fields right now.
No, that's pretty lame.
I kind of do. That's what I thought I was going to do, but I'm not going to do that right now.
How? No, okay, good. We're way in on the same page here. How did you mask that object without it disappearing or getting covered by a fill?
Oh, I did a mask for each eye, and then I put a third picture. There's 3 separate pictures, images.
All right, let's try to open Figma.
Figma. I tried to go to Twitter and I typed in tweet, and I'm like, why isn't it coming up? I think everyone's brains are fried from all the COVID
No, talk about COVID, baby. Let's get controversial on the stream.
stuff. Yeah, we passed after, like, you got to be good on YouTube within the first like 30 seconds, but then I think it's okay. So it's vaccines.
No, vaccines are fake. They're just made up. They're just pumping people full of Kool-Aid.
Completely fake. Yeah, there's not even anything in them. It's just saline solution.
I'm jumping in there. Do you know about pasting photos into objects, or pasting like a raster image into an object?
I don't even know if I know what a raster image is.
So a raster image is
mean?
like a photo, like a JPEG or a PNG or anything that's not vector data. That's rasterized data.
Interesting. Okay. So the opposite of a vector is a raster?
It's a raster. Do you remember the raster baiter a long time ago? I think it's still up. You could feed it an image and it would give you like a black and white halftone thing that you could print out and make, and it'd be like a wall-sized image.
Cool.
I'll show it to you later. Or maybe I'll pull it up on the stream.
Raster. Rastafarian?
Yeah, what? So say, like, if we take this... I don't know.
Allowed to say that?
I don't know. They probably don't give a shit. So, if you take, like, this at an image level, or just, like, click into that object... I think you can see this on my feed.
Like,
no, this is
something,
raster.
or?
Like, Winston here on the couch. How do I hide my UI? Command /.
Command period?
So if
Or
I was
command
just to make
slash?
a circle
One of the
here
two.
and, like, you know, click into this and copy the image and then paste it into here.
Oh, it pastes inside of there
should.
already? I mean, it would be dumb if it didn't.
Maybe.
Is anyone watching our stream?
Hello, viewers. What up? Welcome to the stream. We're hanging out, solving problems one at a time.
I can't tell from this view.
Like copying any
Live
old
chat.
image. What's a good image? Stock photo of a man. I feel like there's...
Hide the... What's that? Remember, you know that guy that's like Hide the Pain Henry or whatever? That old Russian guy that's like a meme
is
for
it the
everything?
guy that's having the heart attack? Or Heart Attack Harold or whatever?
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. I watched an
there we
interview of him where he's just like, yeah, you know, it's kind of funny.
So, he's like, yeah, I mean, it's better than not doing anything with my life, I guess. I was happy, and then I was on the news. Alright, so I'm copying an image from an outside source, and if I just select that object and paste it into it, we've got that. Another thing I learned today was the fill mode. So it works a little bit like CSS, like fit, crop, tile. That's not, well, okay, hold on, that's not a lot like CSS. But you can go into like crop mode and actually, like, you know, adjust the size of the image, or you can fit or fill, and it'll do whatever. I learned that one. So, like, say if you were doing a social feed and you needed many small pictures of people, you could make one base component, and then in each instance just paste in a different photo real quick, like boop, 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 and then you've got a selection of people. Statements.
Cool.
Statements.
Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Man.
What?
I was gonna say it was like a world's upside down thing.
This is what I like to do.
Cool. If you look up just stock photo of men, there's so many. Stock photos of women.
Good. Good.
Well,
good
that's
that
what I'm
men are
saying.
represented
I'm like,
in the stock photo
it's not like
world.
they're there enough. It's not like every time you're looking for stock photos or appropriate photography, there's not just like some fucking business dude standing there. This guy sucks. Also, I feel bad for stock photo models. Who was it? The guy who played Shin-Chi? He's a Canadian actor. I have no idea what his name is. He was like a stock photo model before he ever got famous. And somebody went and dug it up and he was tweeting about it. And he was like,
no
yep,
way.
that's me. And it's like, you know, like business guy with like the shirt, like smiling in the background. Oh, it was great. It's like, yeah, I guess you're going to make money.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's pretty hard to make fun of somebody for modeling for anything because it's like I just stood there and people took pictures of me and gave me money. Home. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's like, oh yeah, I guess so. Unless you're like a model for like ugly people, like something that's like specifically for like just the worst looking people. Huh? I don't know what that would be.
What would that be? Oh, dude, no. Oh, we are live. So our stream has the word COVID in it. So if you go to our stream, you get like a notification from Health Canada saying like, learn more about COVID. Yes.
Yes, good. That's what we want. Yeah, we gotta hack the algorithm.
This probably gets bubbled to the top somehow. They're like
COVID. This is gonna get shown. Well, I would say that YouTube's gonna suppress it, but it's probably gonna get shown to like a lot of right-wing type.
Yeah, probably. If you watch a lot of videos with the COVID flag on them, then they're going to serve you more videos with the COVID flag on them. Is probably the spooky truth.
Their goal is to keep you on. So the misinformation second, watch time first. Like that's, you know,
that was
they're
sort
not
of
allowed
like
to do anything else.
The Facebook Instagram
corporation
thing where the whistleblower came out and said, no, they're like these generic, not generic, dynamic algorithms are serving people harmful content because that's what they want to look at all the time. And I kind of felt like
that's what keeps them there,
isn't that how the entire internet works? I'm not saying it's good, but yet, is anyone surprised that it does that?
Yeah, and it's anyone surprised? Yeah, that it's just like they would choose to like do that. It's like the goal. That's the goal. The goal isn't to like, you know, educate people. It's to make money.
Make money with Lysol ads. It's like a bunch of
nothing. Making a little bit of money never hurt anyone. I don't know why everyone's so angry.
They just want a little money. Just give them their money.
Just when did that ever cause a problem for anyone else? Someone else trying to make a bit of money.
I thought that was like, isn't that kind of like the
end game trying to get
here of capitalism? It's just like a few companies make all the money. I mean, that's kind of the game we've been playing.
Yeah. Yeah, one or two companies. All right. God damn it! I completely fucked it up so bad. My mask. I'm trying to mask my cat's eyeball. Oh, you have to move it to the back. That's so weird. The thing you want to mask has to be in the back. I'm pretty proud of our COVID statement, though. I want to screenshot that and tweet it.
Yeah, right. I should tweet the stream.
Oh yeah, my dry ice. I played with some dry ice this morning.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So who gave you dry ice, like in the mail? Like what?
It came in a food box.
What does it need to be? fridge is like 3 degrees or something, isn't it?
I don't know. 4, I think.
I keep mine at 3. I'm just bougie like
Anyway, it was fun. I grabbed it to pick it up and it hurt. I had to drop it. I was just like, fuck. Like burnt my fingertips.
Oh, my
My
fingies.
fingies. It's like, well, yeah, I guess that's what happens. Get the latest information. Oh yeah. Big time, baby. Let the misinformation roll. Where'd my tweet go? I don't even know how to use Twitter anymore.
Yeah, Twitter's a love-hate relationship. Every time I turn it on, it's like trucker news and opinions about the truckers and the trucker protests, and it's agony. Like, it's almost like you can't slam dunk on those people anymore. It's getting old.
Yeah, it's pretty old. And they're gonna think that they won.
Yeah, I know.
Or that's that they think that because like COVID is because everything was like on its way to kind of like winding down a bit already, they think that they did it.
I heard that that's why like the response has been so sort of thin, is like, well, they're talking about lifting mandates and stuff like that anyway, but it's brutal because it's like, no, you can't let these people think that they won.
I know, it sucks. It's like you almost have to keep the mandates to make sure that they don't think that they won. Man,
I think we should triple the mandates.
Just
vax a day, I say. Vax a day. Every day you go into work, 1 vax.
They should you should get like 7 vaccines in the mail every week, and you give yourself one.
They're made by Nestle.
Yeah. Mine's from Procter and Gamble.
Me, I'm a Unilever. We're a Unilever family.
Nestle, like instant vaccine. Just powder you put in your coffee.
Vaccine. Keep saying vaccine as much as possible.
Oh man, Justin Trudeau's face is in the bottom part of my screenshot, and it's hilarious. He's just like, I almost want to cut it out. It looks ridiculous.
This is amazing. See more resources on Google. COVID-19.
Hey, say hi in the chat, everyone, if you're watching. Tell us what we should draw or design.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out working on this piece. I've had this really awful... Not awful. I don't know. I made this drawing and it's really bad, and I just kind of feel like I need to finish it, so I'm going to get over it. Vectors. Hit that for a bit.
Figuring out
right, I gotta tweet this thing.
off the rails. All right, back to my important work. Mask. Object. Well, everyone, what I did
Yeah, tutorialize this.
Make it,
Tell me.
I put a circle over top of my cat's eye because I want to cut it out. But then I put it behind this image because that's how masking works in Figma. And now I will go object, uses mask, and then boom. I get this nice cat eyeball. I think I can like, yeah. I can kind of move the thing around inside of it like you were doing. So there, I've got his left eyeball.
You know, that is actually, that's super handy in Figma. Just being able to mask things really quickly, because it does come up a lot, especially when you're working with photography. Or you're working with photography and you're like, yeah, but it needs to be perfectly 16 by 9, but I don't want to edit it in Photoshop because I'm lazy and I just want to paste it into a mask that has already been sized to a grid system and is responsive. I think, too, depending on your fill mode with that eye, like when you drag it out and like make it bigger or smaller, the picture will adjust to fit it, probably, which is cool.
Yes, it does, which is exactly what I want. 71 by 71. Shoot, I gotta make them the same size. Wasn't paying attention. I guess they don't need to be the same size. It really doesn't matter. It's just for doing it for the memes. The memes. My cat's eyes. All right, so I drew that circle. Now I got to send it to back. I have to select it and the picture. And then use his mask. Rename my layer so I don't lose track of what eyeball's what. I wouldn't want to put the left eyeball on the right side and make a damn fool out of myself.
No, you'll get crucified in Design Crit for doing that. Yeah, and I've
gotten
that one before. It's like, are we gonna organize the files into like a system? And it's like, yeah, I'm trying to like excrete my ideas into this meeting. Please just bear with me while you deal with my shitty naming convention. Layer 121 copy 2.
Group 57. I know what that means. Image 6834.
I find, like, I'm drawing in Illustrator right now. I guess you can't see it because you're messing with your thing, but
I actually can. It's just a little bit delayed.
I just have like a system of like nested groups. Like I know that's not the ideal way to do it, but you got to draw and make a thing at a certain point, and it's the same I think with like even wireframing and stuff. You just got to get it out and then deal with it later. But yeah, all my files are like an insane system of nested groups that only I know.
Half a dozen of one, 6 of the other, or whatever.
Yep, a baker's dozen makes the day.
This is freaking me out.
Better.
I'm making art, Nick. Look at my artwork.
Let me see your big-eyed cat. I'm actually happy about this because every time I come over to your place, I think, man, this guy's cat's eyes are so small.
What's
what's
up with that?
Forehead?
Oh yeah, that's what he is. There we go. There. Does that look weird?
Nah, man, it's perfect. It looks right for the first time ever.
There we go. Dope.
You should give that to an oil painter and have them paint it and then put it over your mantle in a really ornate frame.
With the 3 eyes?
With the 3 eyes, definitely. And there's like kind of like the third eye, like the forehead eyes, just like giving off some light a little bit.
I know what I can do to it. Effects. Oh,
you can
shadows.
Overlay it. You can. There's all the sort of Photoshop kind of I don't want to say filter, but like, you know, overlay effects are now in CSS, so you can do overlaying, color burn, and multiply, and on and on.
Oh man, what am I doing?
What are you doing? You're control.
Freaking me out. There's all these eyes floating around everywhere. I should make that a component at work. Just like put eyes in places.
Yeah, you can get an emoji. Make it an emoji.
Just be like this.
Put it in
this.
Slack.
I'll be like, this symbol means like, hey, look at this. That'll be our new. They'll be like, why did you use a real lifelike eyeball detached like that? It's creepy. Like, if that's what you think when you see it, maybe you need to talk to a therapist.
Wow, truth bombs.
All right, so the whole intent was to make these eyes, yeah, just a little bit bigger. Make them cute.
Just a little.
Make my cat a bit cuter.
Yeah. As a user, I want to feel good. As a user, I want my cat to have bigger eyes so that I will feel better when I look at it.
Yeah. Okay.
They can't be too close together. They can't. That's bad design. God, I don't know why that's so funny. It's brutal.
Just call it like weird user stories. It's like, well, all right, send me a picture of your cat, I guess.
Well,
it's weird because it doesn't look wrong. Like, it looks like he's like one of those weird cats.
Those
it looks
weird
like
cats,
a
yeah.
friggin' monkey from like the rainforest.
Oh, like a civet?
Yeah, or what are
Or
they
a
called?
serval or whatever.
Lemurs. Yeah, that kind of shit.
Yeah, those fucking cats. They're like they're not big cats, but you know they'd really hurt you. You know, because they're from the jungle.
They just get you.
The other side of that are the domesticated cats, and they're like dwarf cats, and they look super cute until you find out that they're like that because they're so sick.
Yeah, they're not.
It's not. It's
That's
not
kind of
like,
what
good
this
to
reminds
have
me
them.
of.
It's like working on this tree thing.
As a user, I want my
As a user, I want my cat to have bigger eyes so that I feel it is more attentive to my needs.
like on the TV. I want a cat with big.
So that was pretty good. I mean, we could clip that into a 15-minute tutorial about how to mask images in Figma, I think.
I think so. I would have got my dang fonts sorted out.
Your font.
I just have to
what font
delete.
do you need? I
only want
font you want right now. Name it.
I want a nice font. I don't want fonts that are garbage to be even on my computer at all.
That's fair. I don't know.
Like, why are they here? Why do I have 1,000 fonts or typefaces, whatever the fuck they're called?
In Figma, I can see where Figma was coming from. So if you're designing in Figma, you'll notice that when you go to edit a text field, there's like 10,000 fonts in it, and half of them are really bad, like vampire themed fonts from Da Font and shit. And like, I get it, they wanted to give people a lot of options, and that's cool because it's a free product. And also too, a lot of new designers don't have access to fonts, or they can't pay for them.
I'd pay to have these removed from my computer.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I don't know if they're in your computer's like font book. I think they're just like local.
They are.
Oh, are you serious?
Actually, hold on. I should double. They're not under like user fonts in my font book. No, they're here though. Look at them all. These dumb fonts.
I have so many and they're totally disorganized. But yeah, so I can see it from
Well,
that
that's actually
angle.
alright.
But also, stuffing 1,000 fonts that are really bad into a piece of software isn't maybe a good direction either.
This is a nice font, actually. I don't know if it's appropriate for a user story. I like these numbers where they like have thick and thin parts to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a word for that. It's got like a vintage feel to it. Yeah, that's a dope number. Reminds me of a clock that my parents have in their garage.
It probably comes from a time when there was like 18 fonts.
Yeah.
And they were all die cast into metal. It was kind of the only way to do it.
Dido regular. I'm gonna use it.
Oh, Dido's good. It looks sort of condensed. Oh, is that a serif? Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like Vogue magazine cover, you know, make it really huge.
Yeah. That's my magazine's name, As a User.
As a user? Well, you know how there's bad user stories, the Twitter account. What if we did upsetting user stories? It's like, as a user, I want the phone to not work so that the police can't find me.
I like it. I take a dark turn.
Could be dark, could be like, I don't know. As a user, that would be a good coffee table book. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just like drawing nonsense on this picture. Working in Illustrator. Let me know if you need assets. I'll just make them.
If you're talking about cats, yeah, it's apostrophe S. I want my cat's eyes to be bigger.
So that.
So that. I don't know why.
I like it.
I can have. Oh, there's a cat.
Let's just do a cat stream. Let's just talk about cats. Let's have cats on. Profile cats. Profile different cats.
Get it on the TV, Winston. You want to say something? You talking to the mic? Hey.
I want to meet that cat.
I want to meet that cat.
Speaking of meeting your cat, I know we're on stream, but we should do a thing this weekend.
Yeah.
Call up the other friends that we have.
All the friends.
Restrictions
sorry,
are going
Winston,
down.
I didn't-
We go eat. It's feasible to go just like eat now. You can just do that if you want.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, buddy. Yeah, gatherings and stuff. The only dumb thing is you have to like put your mask on to like go to the bathroom. Maybe that'll go away eventually.
I can live with it. I love wearing my mask. As someone with like a moderate amount of social anxiety, like, man, covering up, that works for me. I hope it never goes away. As a user, I want my cat's eyes to be bigger so that he's more effective in the dark.
He can see even more in the dark. He looks like a model. A cat model. Whoa.
Can you get those eyes into an auto layout? Can you get his eyes and face into an auto layout that you can adjust dynamically?
In his face?
Yeah, get the parts of his face in an auto layout so that you can drag those handles and like adjust his eyes on the fly. What if I want my cat's eyes to be different sizes at different times? I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, let's construct that. Let's use the powers of Figma. The powers.
No, don't do it. It's only 9:51. You can't yawn yet.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Hey, if I open Twitter right now, how long do you think it'll be until I see a tweet about Joe Rogan or Joe Rogan's name in some capacity?
It'll probably be in the little sidebar thing with the news.
You know, it's not.
It's
Wow.
not.
That's like the first time in 3 weeks. Cool.
Yeah, something about the... Justin Trudeau is the son of former Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau and Margaret Trudeau. What?
That's not news.
That's... What is that? What's happening? That's not happening. It happened whenever he was born.
Oh, here's what's going on. There's... there's some sort of...
Oh, something about
right-wing
Castro being...
news. Yeah, there's a conspiracy that Fidel Castro is Justin Trudeau's father. That would be so rad, but it's not true.
It would be funny, but... Yeah, It kind of looks like his dad.
No, he kind of looks like his dad. And Pierre Trudeau was a total badass. Like an actual hard ass, and he was so angry, and he didn't let shit slide, and it was pretty good, from what I understand. Wow, that's reaching. Ian Conrad liked 2 of your tweets. Great. I'm fucking
Yeah. Hey, you know, like Tim and Eric shows where it says absolutely at the end?
Yeah. That's his dad.
That's... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I learned that today.
Yeah, I had heard that before.
That was funny.
Absolutely. They still do stuff. Tim has a site called the High Network where they took that. He was doing stuff with Greg Turkington, and then they just kept going with it forever, and then they took it off of YouTube, and now it's some sort of subscription site where they do a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought you'd friggin' want to know, man. He's Castro's son.
What? I don't know.
I don't even want to read it. I'm sure there's like some real fucking flaming mental hoops that people have been jumping through to get there. Do you know what would be funny though is come out the next day with like a cigar. Like deny those claims but make sure there's a picture of you in the media like kind of dressed like Castro.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would think that. He takes the hat and the cigar.
He's like fanning himself with the fucking Castro military cap. Che Guevara's there. Oh, great.
There is no reason to think. Well, there's probably some reasons to think it.
Yeah, I mean...
Snopes says there's no reasons to think or evidence to support the notion that Margaret Trudeau met Castro before 1971. There's no plausible circumstance during which a meeting between Castro and Trudeau.
It's just a meme. Like, all these people, the extreme... I don't even want to say right-wing. It's different than that, but all these sort of, like, protesting extremists in Canada right now, it's like they're just grabbing at straws, like
so if
just
he
have
was
something to say something, and it's like even if he was related to Fidel Castro, like what's your fucking problem with Fidel Castro?
Well, I was gonna say, what does that have to do with anything? Like, who cares? Like, is that bad?
No, it just
like he's just he didn't choose his fault. Even if he was, like, you don't choose your parents. Like, who cares?
No.
And why would, like, what's the I don't know what the angle is. It's like, oh no, I guess we should unelect him.
Oh, I get it, because he wasn't born in Canada. Is that a rule here?
I think so, but he could have still been born here. I think they're just trying to make fun of him, but it's not even like
No, it's
not
picking
even
at
like
straws to support the narrative.
there's better ways to make fun of people than that.
I think that they believe it. It's almost like a meme. Like, it sort of bubbles up, and enough people like take an idea like that or a conspiracy like that, and they just keep ping-ponging it back and forth, so that for the stupid and the vulnerable, it just becomes like reality to them. You know, and all of a sudden they're standing in front of a Capitol building fucking screaming about it, and they don't even have a stake in the game. It doesn't even mean anything to them. It's totally bizarre. I wish he was Fidel Castro's son. That would be radical.
Why not? Something
Why not
fun to talk about.
Shake it up. Shake it up. He's like the most milquetoast human being on the planet. I can hear your neighbor's dog coming through your noise gate.
I don't have a noise gate anymore.
Oh, really? I don't have one either. I found it just maybe... I couldn't find a setting where I didn't sound weird. I'm sure there's more professional solutions. Is there crisp for OBS?
Yes, I'm sure there was. If it wasn't, it was something else that was the same thing.
OBS does have its own noise gating abilities, but it's kind of more manual. Like, you set that limit rather than AI just doing it for you.
How do you think you're gonna exist?
Yeah, I used to noise gate mine. It's always sounds. People are too loud.
Yeah, everything's too loud. I mean, I'm next to a furnace in my little setup here, so I'm kind of always waiting for it to get very loud. Mandates. Ian, tell me about your mandates. What are you going to mandate?
Fried Chicken Wednesday.
Fried Chicken Wednesdays, yeah.
That's what I would mandate.
That'd be pretty good. 4-day work week would be okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
I almost feel like I'd have to experiment with it. Like, is 3 days the right amount of time not to fade into oblivion? To, like, just be a completely disconnected, dissociative piece of shit because you've just been, like, laying around? What if 3's the magic number?
I think it could be pretty good.
All studies say the 4-day work week makes sense. I personally feel like I would go hard on 4 days, knowing that that's the only 4 days I had.
They'd get the same amount of work out of you.
Yeah, I mean, especially for people like us, like, we're in a deadline business. Like, it, you know, like, you've committed to have something done on a certain date, and there's, like, financial goals and project goals and all kinds of stuff at play there. So, like, come hell or high water, it's going to be done on this date. And I don't see a 4-day work week affecting that.
The only thing is, it's one of those things that would have to get adopted by a lot of people. Like, it would have to almost be like, hey, we're doing this, North America. Because then you'd be trying to have meetings with other people that didn't have, or people would be trying to, like, have meetings with you and they couldn't, and everything would get fucked up.
Yeah, those meetings. The meeting system collapses.
I want to just, like, I really want to take advantage of, like, remote work and, like, just be really remote. Just go travel.
Yeah, I mean, you
like,
could.
Why be here?
It's true. I mean, we're certainly, like, why be in the city?
Yeah.
But, like, also, yeah, why not be, you know, literally anywhere?
You know, before the next pandemic hits, that's even real. That's like super deadly.
Oh, the brain melter. It's like COVID-2. Instant neuropathy. Yeah, it's true. They say it's gonna fizzle out. I don't know. That'd be cool if it fizzled out. See you next, variant.
I mean, Omicron is, yeah, it's ripped through everything.
Autopsy report says Bob Saget had COVID-19 and died as a result of blunt head trauma. Cool.
Oh.
I hope I never get famous enough that they have to put that in the news about me.
Yeah.
Look, Nick Brown fell down like an idiot.
What a dummy.
What a dummy. He fell on his butt and died. And he had COVID. Ugh.
Yeah, fucking dirty old yuck.
Ugh.
Ugh. No wonder he died.
No wonder he died. He was like a
Probably hit himself in the head.
Probably hit himself in the head just being, ugh, you know? Nothing like drawing on a trackpad. Pushing vectors around on the old trackpad, on the old finger slate. A dirty finger pad. I gotta watch that thing once or twice a week. I'm never good about it. Like I'm you're eating toast and like also kind of half responding to emails. I'm that guy, and then I gotta clean it up. Gotta clean up my act.
Yeah. Keep that act sparkling. I got my act behind me. It's just like a pile of crap. Speaking of cleaning up.
You better clean up.
Everything's just a mess.
Yeah, I feel you. I've got kids, so it's just, you have to be like okay with a certain amount of mass. Like, it's just not gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna like live with this. I'm okay there. I'm good in that space. With their things and their whatnot. We're at the halfway mark. If you're out there in Radio World, don't forget to like and subscribe. Say hi in chat. I don't know. Get at us. We're design people. If you want us to design something, you should send us a message so we can make it live on stream. Otherwise, Ian just made the perfect emoji, and that's a good place to pause. I guess we'll be back in a tight 5.
Yep.
Tight 5. I have to pee, but it just so happens that it takes me exactly 5 minutes every single time.
Yeah, I've started timing it, making sure that it goes that way.
All right, very good. We'll be right back.
See you in a minute.
All right, we're back, baby.
We're back,
design
baby.
zone. Ian's playing around in Figma. I'm playing around in Illustrator. We're having a lot of fun.
All I have is Figma, so I'm just trying to do illustratory things in it. Not really illustratory things, but I'm playing around with images and stuff.
Masking and
Masking.
Still think you should attempt an auto layout in Figma of your cat's body. That could be neat. So what were you talking about over the break? That what's his name? Choda something. Choda.
Robert Fett.
Robert Fett.
His friends call him Boba.
Boba. It's kind of like a colloquialism from university or whatever.
His given name was Robert.
Whatever. Yeah, his given name's Robert. Robert William Fett.
Yeah. The second.
That's what he goes by after his career burns out and he's like selling like RVs.
Our Fett.
It's like, hello, I'm Robert Fett. Let's set you up in a beautiful RV. I want an RV so bad.
Oh,
Or
do
like
we
a
have the...
camper.
Me too, actually. Like, I want like a van RV, though. Or even just a van that I could sleep in.
It's suddenly becoming feasible because of Starlink. Like, there's reliable satellite internet now, and it's like, oh shit, well, I literally could live in the forest in a van.
I have a coworker that actually, like, that lives in a van.
Cool.
She's
Okay.
our project manager. I was almost going to message her today and be like, I need some tips. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, let me check out your van. I'm assuming somebody who lives in a van is super in for showing people their van and explaining everything about the van.
Oh, definitely. I've seen some like done up vans, like fully livable.
My parents had one in like the 70s.
Did it have a toilet? That's the part
No,
that
it didn't have a toilet.
I wouldn't want to. That's the part that I don't know if I'd want to deal with that, because if something went wrong, you could literally be in like a pile of shit. But I guess that makes it livable.
I feel the same way about RVs. I was talking to someone about it one day, and I could never, like, ever feasibly afford an RV. But they were talking about it, and they were talking about it in terms of, like, yeah, we just replaced the plumbing and all the rubber seals, and we fixed the this, and there's an electrical generator under that. And it's like, oh, it's just like, it's a second house that you have to take care of. It's not like an impermeable plastic box, which is what I want. I think just a one-piece plastic box with like beds and stuff in it, and you hose it out when you're not using it.
Yeah, just strip the mattress down and hose it out.
Hose it out. Get those rubber prison mattresses going. Fucking great.
Yep. Yeah, I want to go camping, and I don't know.
I would like to hit camping hard this season. Would be nice.
I've been scouting around Crown Land. So I guess I think it's different by province, but I think it's the same here as in Ontario where I camped. You can just like, there's land that's like government owned that you're just allowed to use within certain limitations, but there's a shit ton like just outside the city. Like past Hammond's Plains, there's just like this big, huge forest that you can use.
I guess as long as you're not like illegally burning or dumping trash, yeah, you can just kind of use it.
You have to, yeah, it's like leave no trace, like kind of thing, but
yeah,
yeah, you're allowed to like
when we were younger,
have fires and cook.
We used to just like, we would drive someplace and then hike out to wherever and then just pitch a tent.
That's all I want to do. Someplace where you don't have to like make reservations too, because like legit campgrounds, not quite wildernessy enough usually. I'll camp anywhere. But,
yeah, I'll sit next to a fire wherever, but yeah, it's not quite like the hiking experience.
And you have to book, like they get, especially with COVID, they get booked up. Like you can't get a spot, like because it's popular. And so it's like I don't want to have to deal with that. I just want to be able to go when you want to go. But yeah, so there's a bunch of Crown Land and stuff. I'd like to go check it out. Just take a bus out there with my backpack and just walk into the woods. That's what I need. I need to do that soon. Like, or I'm literally gonna do that. Just Uber out somewhere and just stay in the woods for the weekend.
I've been getting to the point
going crazy.
Maybe it would be fun. Yeah, I feel you. Maybe it would be fun to like rent a cabin, like Airbnb style, but then just go there on your lonesome and write a book or whatever, whatever one does. Like do like a Walden cabin in the woods kind of thing. Was it Walden? It was Walden. Because that was the place where Henry David Thoreau went to live. Yeah. Cool. Neat. Welcome to the Literature Cast.
Literature time.
I never read Walden, but I listened to the audiobook, and it was pretty good. Good quotes in that one from that young man.
My mask was coming out like with some opacity because I was forgetting to take the opacity off.
Masks are just bullshit anyway. It's just the government trying to control you.
Yeah.
It's the tyrant Trudeau just trying to keep the little guys down, you know.
Create mask. Use as mask. Use as mask. I just reach in and pull out this file, put it on my face.
That would be amazing.
Print. You get a home like mask printer. Just put a plain mask in it and it prints on them.
Have you seen the full face sunglass, like mono glass face shield thing?
Sunglass? No. That'd be good.
I don't even know what to call it. It's unrelated to COVID, but I really want one. Oh shit, they're on Amazon and they're like $20. Let me get this picture of the model in here. This is how I'm gonna start operating about the world. I don't know if you can see the stream.
I can see that it's like 10 seconds delayed probably.
It's a lady. She's wearing one of these things, and it's just it's almost like a motorcycle visor for your face. Oversized full face polarized large mirror sunglasses. Huge big mask, multicolored protective facial shield. Check out this awesome title of this thing.
The reflection is great. I want that. I just want to walk around. It's like Will.i.am. He made like a mask that has like MP3 player in it or something.
Yeah, he did, and then it didn't. Oh no, it was Razer who did this. Razer, the computer hardware company, computer gaming hardware, made this mask that was like, you know, very like plastic and high tech and had all these features in it, and then it wasn't an N95 mask once they released it. All right, these things are $5, but they're gonna take several months to get here, so I'll just get 2, I guess.
They're only $5?
59% off, baby.
Oh wow, that's incredible. Check this out. That's tiny. There we go.
Yo. So does that have like COVID protection in it though? Or is it just like a style thing?
It must. I think it's got some kind of thing going on. where it cleans the air somehow.
That's fucking cool.
Well, that's fucking cool. 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 That's fuc
I'm in. I'm super in for this dark cyberpunk future. I'm way in. Let's do it.
Yeah, do my like health fees go down if I wear this mask?
That's coming, yeah. Yeah, like once
It's already here with insurance companies. My friends did it in Toronto, but my health plan is does it too. If I wanted, I could get a free Apple. You get an Apple Watch, and then if you exercise a certain amount, like let it track your activity. If you exercise a certain amount, they basically pay you back for it and give you the watch for free. So it's like it's the
weird, but I'm sure there's so much research to support why that makes sense.
Well, because they're like, it's like if you're healthy, then you'll need to use your benefits less. So I guess they've decided that giving you an Apple Watch in exchange for
your complicit
exercising
behavior
is cheaper than not. They wouldn't do it if it didn't make money.
They're like, here is your Apple Watch,
company.
Please comply.
Yeah, exactly.
Sir, put your hands over your head. Is that a government issued Apple Watch? It makes sense. I mean, exercise in particular, there would be so much research out there to support your case. That I guess American car insurance companies, I noticed, do this now. I haven't seen it in Canada yet, but like Geico has an app, and if you keep that app running on your phone, it will use your accelerometer and to like understand if you're driving the speed limit or not. So it's like if you remain the speed limit and under, you will get a bonus on your insurance payments.
Neat. And
they can also tell too, like if your phone is traveling 90 miles an hour and then suddenly stops, it'll like, you know, ask you if you're okay and shit.
It's like you're just crumpled.
Yeah, you're just
like
dying.
No.
You're getting an app notification that's like, we think you're hurt. Sign in to find out more. And you're like, fuck. It's like, are you hurt? Sign in now with Google. Yeah, I'd take an Apple Watch and then not use it, I guess.
Doesn't quite work. The cat eye thing.
Whoa, no, but it rules. Oh, it's amazing. You could do like a hover prototype.
Oh wait, that's not what it's supposed to be doing.
Or when you drag him a little bit smaller, it almost looks like a reaction meme. He's like, what? No, other way. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and you're just like Cappy-like. Oh my god, you did it. So, that's an auto layout component, like his two eyes together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a good. It doesn't work.
In what capacity do you do the auto layout thing where you get the handle? Where you can actually, like, you would be able to, like, drag the proportions of his eyes?
Like these ones?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, you can set it up to, like, probably have to mask more things. You can set them up to, like, scale. The problem is like putting it, overlaying this on top of another thing. It just doesn't really work. Cat head. This guy is gonna make an appearance. Work somehow. Pull him in. Pull him into the show.
Oh yeah. Once the meeting gets weird, it's like, all right, everyone, I'm gonna have to pull the cat in here.
Yeah, hold on.
So like, oh, and you're like, I know. It's important. It's an important part of our design philosophy is we've got to pull the cat in here. It's an alright cat. Solid 7.
I wonder what I can do. I can do with his eyes.
I'm fussing with this drawing and doing everything the hard way on my little trackpad, on my little dilly pad. It's a fun pad for kids.
Hey, that's fun.
Do you know what I enjoy more than this trackpad is? I bought a very cheap wired mouse recently. I think I showed it to you.
Yeah.
And it's like full of LEDs and 1,000 buttons and all this nonsense, and it was just absolute junk. But like a wired mouse, low latency wired mouse works every time. God damn, they're so good and so smooth.
I should get one as a backup. It kind of looks like a vape, your mouse.
It does
like a really cool vape.
My mouse does look like a vape rig.
It's like, wait a second, it is a vape.
No, it's like if you cut the cord off, it's one of those videos where you cut the cord off of it and then walk up to people when they're drinking and you're just like, yo, take a haul, and they're like fucking god.
Yeah, it's like, hey, this is a vape.
Vaping. I worked with somebody who was very into vaping, and they used to talk about ripping fat clouds and whatnot.
It would be pretty fun, I think, to rip a fat cloud.
I mean, it's
cool.
It's super cool. It makes you really cool, and everyone around you reacts to it well, I think.
Yeah, definitely everyone else like sees it the same way you do.
They think it's really cool and really sort of, yeah, no, definitely.
I actually like this font. Is there a serif or a sans serif version? I need to introduce a new
no.
Or no, Dido.
Or
Dido. There's one called Digital Numbers.
I think they're very similar.
Thanks. Oh, that's cool. That's actually
No, Dido has a sans. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Mono. I like mono fonts. They're kind of fun.
Yeah, mono spacing fonts. Those are for like usually like technical implications. Meant to be like technically readable over anything else, but I don't mind a mono font. I've been using. What have I been using lately? I've been working a lot with like Proxima Nova and Apple's font SF. Love it.
Yeah.
Love SF. The problem with SF, I think, though, is it's Apple's font. Like, yes, you're allowed to use it, and yes, they just kind of give it out for free, and that's very cool. IBM does something similar with their Plex Sans. Plex Sans is a good one that you could use. But it's like, it's Apple's font. Like, I can't, that's just one you can't use, I feel like.
Nope. I guess it's, unless it's an iPhone app.
Even then, it's like, what did you just use, like, Apple components to put your app together? Are you an idiot? Are you terrible? I shouldn't say that. That was a thing for a while. Like, early in the iPhone days, and I remember you and I working on apps where it was always beneficial in that environment to use the Apple UI kit because it was so expensive and time consuming to code anything else. Like, I guess this would be like 2012 kind of era. But like developing for iPhone was like a lot more difficult than it is now. It's still, if you're programming a native app, it's still C# and all that. But like you know, like the tools to do graphics kits and fonts and all those sorts of very custom things are all there now, I guess. That's so fucking boring. The last 100 words I said are just insufferable. We gotta get some we started out with controversy. We gotta get some controversy going. Let me take all that back and just say, fuck Apple.
Yeah, I need a lot more controversy. Apple isn't good.
Apple isn't good. They're actually, their mineral mining operations aren't great. But fuck $1 trillion company, Ian.
Just working on the next trillion. You know what they say about the first trillion is the hardest, right?
Yep.
After that, it's easy.
After that, they're like, well, you know, once you get $1 trillion, you just buy up every home in America and lease it to people. I heard they might buy Peloton, but I think that was just like a weird rumor because Peloton's doing so
Apple?
poorly. Yeah. There's a rumor last week, like Peloton's like not doing well. They fired a lot of people. And they're prime for an acquisition, and there were some rumors going around that Apple would be interested because of the Apple Health stuff that they've never really followed up on. Beyond, like, we'll count your heartbeat and do these things that a lot of other devices did beforehand. Exercise is one thing. Exercising to a live stream where some dickhead is on a bike and he's like, you do it, baby, you got this. I'm like, checking out. I can't do this. I can't. There's like a live chat? No way. They're like, who's the guy who looks like he's dying? Like, it's me. I'm not dying. Don't call anyone.
There was another TV show where someone like had a heart attack on a Peloton or something.
Really?
Remember how that happened, and then it happened?
Someone else did it?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
And they had to put out another release where it's like, exercise is good for you.
Yeah, like, stop. This isn't... I know we're a bike company, but, like, all we make... It's a bike. Like, come on, give us a break.
I got a cool Will I Am emoji.
Let me see what you got.
It's on a white background, though. It's stupid.
Will I Am is okay. I think the Black Eyed Peas used to be like a sort of like old school hip hop group, and they were super dope. And then it transitioned into something else. Remember like Fergie? Remember My Humps? Remember the song My Humps? That was part of culture.
That was a culture defining moment.
Do you know what drives me nuts about that song? Still don't know what it's about. Is she talking about money? Like, what's the joke here? I don't get it.
Yeah, my humps, like
my personal problems, like the humps that we all get over. Again?
Yeah,
that makes more sense to me.
I think that. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Perfect fit.
A song that good couldn't have just been a boob joke. I don't think Will I Am would have done that.
No. That's not what they're about.
You and I saw the Black Eyed Peas one day because we were walking by a concert venue and there was a scalper selling tickets and Weezer was playing and we were like, sure.
Yeah, the scalpers got screwed because like the scalpers bought up all the tickets, but then the show didn't sell out or something. So we got the tickets for less money than retail. Slightly
less than we would have paid, I think. Actually, I think we got two of them. It might have been a really good deal. That was a fun day. It was Hot Heat, Classified, Weezer, and the Black Eyed Peas, and it was like the weirdest. I just remember like Rivers Cuomo like walking out to the edge of the stage, and like security people had to come and like hold his legs to make sure he didn't like fall and hurt himself.
Yeah,
and it's like right,
cool.
Right, these people are super famous.
And then the Black Eyed Peas came up on like a
Podium.
platform. That was pretty good.
I do remember
fun.
that because will.i.am came out on this huge platform thing. Yeah, that you're describing, but he did this. Oh fuck, dude! Yes, that's rad. This looks like the cover of an Animorphs book. It's like the third panel in an Animorphs book. Yeah, he came out on this huge podium and does this awesome scratch routine. Like, yeah, it was cool. It was good. You take the shittiest band. I don't even want to say shitty, but like the lamest, most mainstream, like, oh, whatever band that you can think of, watching them live is so fun. Like, it's never not fun.
He's a lizard man.
I'm a lizard man now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know.
will.i.am was always a lizard human.
I should put will.i.am's eyes on my cat. That's what we
Yeah.
do.
Absolutely. As soon as you can. I wonder what he's doing. will.i.am. Probably producing, like... Just
Yeah,
like
he must be. He's
consulting,
been
like,
making weird... He keeps making really fucking bad tech inventions. He wants to be like a tech startup guy, or at least that's what he wanted a few years ago.
Oh, yikes.
Because he kept putting out... What else did he put out that was really bad? Like a phone or something.
No.
Or like a watch. No, it must have been him. He made a watch that was like ridiculous. It's got to be him. It was either him or like who is the someone else made basically like tried to sell like a video game ROM.
One sec,
device
I know
and
we're
got
broadcasting out to
trouble.
YouTube. Oh, you're back. Sorry. Our peer-to-peer connection just dropped for a moment. You're back. Tell me about will.i.am's watch.
Well, I'm gonna make sure it was him.
A wearable smartphone called the Pulse.
That's what it
PULS.
was, and you could send like pulses to other people or something. Like, and it would vibrate on them.
A fully
Maybe that
independent
one.
smartwatch. It has its own SIM card and doesn't rely on being connected to a smartphone to work. Man, this is a review from The Verge. I won't read the whole thing, but the very first... They qualify it with a paragraph, and the very first reaction is, I got a chance to use an early production model earlier today. It's objectively the worst product I've ever touched.
It's...
The Pulse is
I don't know how he
stiff, copy,
finds
burr
people
under
to
wrist.
work on them.
It would be really hard, like, because when you're talking about a product, you've got, like, mechanical and electrical engineers, like, all these very smart people, and it goes back to that thing we were talking about before, when you're doing design and you know you're doing a bad job because that's what the budget requires, or that's what the team needs, or it's just not up to snuff. It's like you would just get through it. It's like month 6 of working on the will.i.am watch. People are going like, I don't even fucking care what it does, honestly. He wants it to shake when other people
just
are around or whatever, and I've said yes. I just fucking said yes. Will, sure. Fucking sure, Will. It pulses. Instead of Android
here you
Wear or
go.
full version Android, the Pulse runs its own operating system that relies on swipe gestures to navigate. So that's their first big mistake.
Yeah, terrible idea. Just a lot of bad ideas on top of each other. It's like, just pay me, will.i.am. I'll tell you. I'll make sure you don't do any of these things.
Yeah, and
it's probably
I'll
just
be
surrounded by
honest
people
with
that
you.
tell him it's a good idea.
Exactly.
It's like, oh yeah,
exactly.
man, that's
I'll
dope.
tell you what's right. And when he's like, I think we should make our own operating system. I want to be the person for you, will.i.am, that's sitting there going like, are you fucking insane? Are you insane? That's the dumbest thing you've said ever. No, Will.
That's a bad idea.
And we would kind of have like a terse relationship like that, but he would really respect me because I'm the one person there that's like, yo, this is a piece of shit. Nobody wants their fucking watch to shake when somebody is around them. Nobody. Do you remember? I think Spotify did it. There was some other, like... It was like if you were in a place where other people were listening to Spotify, you could listen to what they were listening to.
I don't remember that.
That was the thing. Spotify shared listening. There's group sessions. That's new. Group sessions are cool. It just sort of like allows you to hang out with your friends and listen to the same music at the same time. This was different. This is like...
That's cool.
There's somebody here and they're listening to this and I can tap on it and listen to it too.
It's kind of fun.
The location-based stuff. The funnest...
there.
What do you got? Yeah.
Check it out. It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We laugh, but I feel like you're never going to forget how to make masks in Figma ever again for the rest of your life.
No, I hope I actually need to at some point. There. I could even like kind of put my cat's like eyes behind these shades.
Good work. You like learn really proficient like photo editing in Photoshop by the time we're done this stream, this UX stream where I'm drawing
and we're having an experience.
I'm definitely having a user's experience. I'm glad we went this direction tonight because I've been working in Figma for I guess 2 weeks now, like full time, like every day I open Figma and that's what I work in. And I'm coming around to it. I get it. I think the friction that a lot of people or a lot of designers would get with Figma is that you need to be thinking of the design system and the way that the design system connects from the ground up. Because reverse engineering it is really tough, where in like NXD it's kind of easy because the components are instanced in a different way and the whole way that you use components in your component library is a little more loosey-goosey. But like I can see the benefits of Figma. I just feel like you have to be good at Figma first.
Fair.
And start there.
I found it when I was using Figma and then went to try out XD, I found the components weird too because they were loosey-goosey. Where I was just like, you can change this component so much that I don't even know what it's supposed to be anymore. Like I altered it to the point where it was like wrong and I had to delete it because it's like, it shouldn't let me redesign the whole component. What's the purpose of having a component? But I'm sure you get used to working with it that way. But it just let me alter it so much. It was like, but it's at the end of the day, it's just like fucking around until you figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, really though. I mean, that's kind of the reason I'm happy to be working in it is like, okay, well, like come hell or high water, like you need to figure this out in a way that you can produce professional work. So you're gonna get there. It's weird working in a multi-software kind of world, huh? Like, it's not a matter of like, oh, I work in Sketch or oh, I work in InVision or oh, I work in XD. Like, you need to have like a rolling proficiency with all of these. Sort of. You like, you need to open Webflow at some point in your career and ask like, what is this thing? Or at least be ready that you could, contribute to the file or whatever. Industry chat.
Yeah, well, this is what I got done.
On the go. As a user, I want my cat's eyes to be bigger so that he can see even more in the dark. Now, I feel like through that process, through the design process, what we actually came up with was less of a cat and more of sort of a cat Will.i.am fusion That's really going to serve the user's purposes. So, like, does my cat need to look like a cat? Could it be Will.i.am with cat eyes? You know, that might not be the right answer, but we did the work. You know, we showed our math.
It's worth an exploration.
Hey, do you want me to fucking blow your mind to bits right now, Ian? Will.i.am is just a play on William.
Wait.
Right? Take William, add some periods in there, and you get sort of a Dr. Seuss joke.
Will.i.am. I am Will.i.am.
I am Will.i.am.
That's
Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them in these socks? Will.i.am. There's like terrified children, which always seem to be a part of Dr. Seuss.
Just get some auto-tune in there. Would you eat them with these socks?
I actually, Fox on Socks, the book that we're joking about, I bought it for my son, and I read it for him, and it's like 45 pages long, and by the end of it, it's a mess. Like, you have to read it in 3 parts. Just too dramatic. Whoa, hold on. Hey, there we go. Right. There's that third panel of the Animorphs that we're talking about.
Yeah. Look, he's got my cat has teeth.
Oh my god! Why is he biting his lip? He's biting his lip like he's pensive. Wow. Whoa. Will.i.am presents Animorphs live action thriller. It's like the Cats movie, that scary one that nobody liked.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that because it looks awful.
No, I didn't see it because it looked awful, but I was aware of it because, from my understanding, they had comped in like cat butts on all the characters in the renderings, and then the world was like, you know, we get the cats have butts, but I don't necessarily want to spend 120 minutes in a theater looking at them, and they literally like maybe this is the first movie that ever did it. They patched the movie. They like released the movie and were like, "Oh, we've made a grave mistake," and then like pushed out a new version where the buckles were gone.
I heard they did something like that, but I didn't know why. I thought it was just to fix something. Wow.
I would love to be in the meeting where like the design director and the production director and the animation director and all these people, and they're going like, "No, the cat butts need to be in the film. This is everything. I know that you hate it, and I know that all our test audiences hated it, but we gotta do it." And then like a month later, they were like,
"This is my art.
This is my art. They need to look like cats. Mr. Mistopheles needs to have a thumbprint on his rear, or we're not going to make any money." And then they had to go and do it again. They did the same thing with Sonic, though. That Sonic movie that was really popular at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
They put it out. They put it out. I saw it because it turns out Sonic is still really big with these kids, and so my kid wanted to see it. But it turns out it was really good because Jim Carrey's great. But yeah, they released him, and they gave him like sort of like human-esque features, like on his legs.
It was
some musculature and stuff, and
it was real bad. Yeah.
So they went and fixed it. They were like, "We're just gonna go fix it." I feel bad for the team of 20 animators that just had their whole life just taken away from them for 6 months so they could make Sonic more like sexy for game fans.
Well, they had to make him look less like a human and more like the actual video game character.
Oh, and it was his teeth. He had like human teeth.
Because he looked like a human. It was weird. It was pretty weird. I'm really glad they did that because it was the right move, I think, because it was pretty fucked up.
It was okay. It was for a kids movie, for like a kids action movie, it was extremely well done. Why Jim Carrey thought, "I'm gonna do Eggman, like this is my return to cinema," I have no idea, but he fucking did it. He did the Jim Carrey like full meltdown kind of treatment.
Well,
no, 2 more hours. Buckle up. You're not leaving me here. Look, the Will I Am concept is really great, but now we need to start on round 2. Write Web3 on there and we'll sell it as an NFT. We're the Will I Am NFT guys. They're like, somebody put out thousands of Will I Am cat mashup NFTs that say Web 3.0 on them.
In a serif font too. Inappropriate, in an inappropriate serif font.
Well, maybe not. It's kind of vaporwave. Like it's like Encarta. It's like, what's the Encarta font? Do you remember Encarta 95?
I bet it's Times New Roman. Or Verdana. Encarta 95 was like game changing. I went through everything in that. No, it's not Times New Roman.
I think our connection chirped again.
Is it Trajan? No.
I just want to
the movie
make sure
font?
I say that because Ian could be talking. I don't know if he can hear me. Damn, homie. Let me load up this video.ninja room again, or secret peer-to-peer room.
Cool.
Can you hear me, Ian? I can see you via OBS. Can you nod if you can hear me? Because I'm capturing your mic levels via this. Whatever. We're about to wrap up anyway.
Hello?
I think we might be...
What's going on?
Oh, hey, we're back. I sure love when everything crashes right at the very end of the stream when we're trying to say goodnight. That's pretty cool.
I was like, were you done? Did I miss something?
No, it's happened a couple
my
times
internet?
tonight. No, it's both of our internets are fine, and it was actually like still pulling our mic levels, but the thing that we're using to connect to each other keeps kind of dying here this evening. Which is strange because it's a peer-to-peer connection. You think it'd be perfect. All right, that's it. It's after 11. We did some stuff. I don't know if we did anything worthwhile, but we talked about design, and we all learned a thing or two about masking in Figma.
That's it. Yeah, we sure did. That's a wrap.
That is the right cat. That's the cat I want. Yeah, that's a wrap. Check us out every Thursday night. We'll be back. I don't know if it'll be better, but we'll be here. And that's it. All right, frig off. Bye.
Bye.